current state-owned Piedmont service past Raleigh to Wake Forest.
No. I just don't get it. I don't get it. $1 billion, 18 miles is...
On this Friday, let go of the past. Embrace the future.
What is the future of the S-Line?
It's called the S-Line.
These trains will be able to go up to 110 miles per hour along this 95-mile corridor.
This is going to be transformational for our region.
We're finally delivering the world-class passenger rail service that Americans ought to have.
Please exit through the rear door.
Doors open.
As always, thanks to my patrons. Your donations make this content possible. Welcome to episode 3, the finale of the S-Line series, where we cover the past, present, and the future. Today we're going to talk about the far future of the S-Line, when at this rate, I'm either looking like this or like this. Last episode we covered the partial rebuild of the S-Line. This partial rebuild allows the extension of the Piedmont service from Raleigh to Wake Forest, and how the present struggle with extending the Piedmont service and improving it comes down to its aging rolling stock. And I know some people were like, no, Banks Rail, it's fine. The rolling stock is comfortable, and yeah, I know. But rolling stock becomes more expensive to maintain the older it becomes. This is because the older it becomes, the more it starts breaking down. Even little things like toilets. And it becomes extensively more expensive if said manufacturer of the rolling stock doesn't exist anymore. But some of you made up some great points, like what's going to happen to Raleigh Union Station. Currently, Raleigh Union Station is positioned in between the Y of the H line and the S line, but the platform for Raleigh Union Station is placed on the H line. This is pretty unfortunate, but it doesn't mean that this brand new station that was built in 2018 has to be completely demolished. The North Carolina Department of Transportation is planning to build a second island platform on the S-Line as a part of a phase 2 for the Raleigh Union Station. Passengers will access the new platform with a large concourse similar to the way they access the current platforms. Due to the unique placement of the new platforms, Hargis Street will permanently be closed, and the Morgan Street Bridge will have to be redesigned. Unfortunately, north of Raleigh Union Station, the S-Line gets a little stupid, cutting at grade across West Street and Harrington Street. Thankfully, the North Carolina Department of Transportation is not going with this alignment. This is, as far as I know, the only time when passenger service along the S-Line breaks away from the S-Line itself. Passenger service will continue on new tracks along the Norfolk Southern alignment, and then crossing over West Street and Capitol Boulevard, joining back up with the S-Line next to the Piedmont Services Yard before the Wade Avenue interchange. This is a way to keep the frequent passenger service grade separated. Other grade separations include Wolfpack Lane, New Hope Church Road, Millbrook Road, Gresham Lake Road, Durant Road, Ligon Mill Road, and Holding Avenue. You see, these grade separations, the new platform, the new concourse, the new high-level platform station in Wake Forest, the project isn't just run the trains on the tracks. I mean, the tracks exist, but currently only have a max speed of 20 miles per hour. So this is the main reason why the project costs $1.4 billion. North of Wake Forest, we have Henderson and Norlina as proposed stations for the corridor, which Henderson I get, but Norlina? You're gonna have to convince me about that one. As stated in the other video, even after the full build out of the S-Line, the project won't include electrification. However, it still does aim to raise top speeds from 79 miles per hour to 110 miles per hour, resulting in an average speed of around 85 miles per hour to 87 miles per hour. Currently, travel time between Richmond and Raleigh on the Carolinian and the Floridian routes is nearly 4 hours. But with full implementation, this would be reduced to approximately 2 hours, meaning that travel time from Charlotte to New York City would decrease from 14 hours to 12 hours on the Carolinian, and travel from Miami to Chicago would decrease from 45 hours to 43 hours on the Floridian route, if anybody cares. The estimated overall cost for fully restoring the S-Line, including curve straightening and constructing new bridges, achieving the 110 mile per hour top speed, is around $4 billion. In response to North Carolina-Virginia Interstate High-Speed Rail Compact Commission, oh my gosh, pick a new name now, has proposed exploring a phased approach that would first restore the S-Line to its earlier maximum speed of 79 miles per hour, only pursuing additional improvements after service is reinstated. This strategy would still reduce travel time from Richmond to Raleigh by nearly an hour due to the route still being more direct than the current one. It would also significantly lower initial costs, but would highly increase the expenses for implementing subsequent upgrades. But let's be real, they should just go for the 110 miles per hour right now. It's just, come on, no brainer. Just go for it right now. Do not shoot yourself in the foot for later. Just do it right now. I think the best thing that comes out of this entire project, the entire abandoned S-Line, is owned by the government. I mean, the portion in North Carolina is owned by the state, and the portion in Virginia is owned by the state. What's even better is the fact that Raleigh to Charlotte is owned by a state-owned railroad. It's like somebody in office has the common sense to just buy the railroads from the private companies. That way they have leverage over the private companies to upgrade the infrastructure. That's
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
If you're a politician and the people you serve are tired of derailments or train grade crossing collisions or just the lack of public transportation altogether, buy the actual private railroad right-of-way. Then simply lease the railroad right-of-way to the same private companies. That way, you have leverage. You can actually get stuff to change while making meaningful investments. So hats off to North Carolina and Virginia. W states. With that being said, we have reached the end of the S-Line series. But before you click off the video, are you subscribed? You should be, because there will be a poll, actually it should be out right now, asking what abandoned series we should do next. As always, I let the people decide what we talk about. We have the VTA Purple Line of San Jose, last time gathering 24% of the votes out of 574 people voting. The Michigan Central Station in Detroit, last time gathering 18% of the votes. And two newcomers, the first of them being the 2nd Avenue Subway abandoned segments in New York City, and the final one being the Christiansburg Depot, a part of Amtrak and Virginia's New River Valley expansion. So you pick, you decide, you subscribe. Do not be late to the vote, because as you've seen with this project, whatever you may choose might be what we talk about for the next 6 months. With that being said, if I earned your like and subscription, I love you, and if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching.
Doors open.
How did they know? Actually, this is actually kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of crazy. This is a wild. It's a pretty wild coincidence.